Good evening and welcome to Jumpers for Goalposts. I'm Clive Graham and this is a new quiz where we combine comedy and football to produce Comedy Ball. I ask the questions, people give answers and points are awarded. I know it sounds tricky, but trust me, it will all become clear. Our two team captains are Ron Manager and Tommy Steen. Ron, tell us about your team.
Morning.
It's evening, Ron.
Oh, sorry. Oh, well, this lovely lady here is called an Hermione. Hermione.
It's Harmonio, Ron.
So, Harmonio.
Hermione.
Harmony Norris, yes. She, as we all know, is the posh one from Cold Feet. She's got twins, haven't you, my dear? And how are they? Not now. That's absolutely marvellous. And, well, you know, small boys in the park. Or in the garden, wreaking havoc, eh, Liz? Oh, yes. It's Tottenham in England Colossus, Leslie Ferdinand.
Thanks very much, Ron. And let's hear it for your team, Tommy.
Thank you, Clive. I'm delighted to have two men who, in their own way, have brought entertainment to millions. The Magic Man's Magic Man, Mr. Paul Magic Man Daniels. And out of top pop group Oasis, Mr. Noel Gallagher.
OK, well, we've got a quiz to play, and our first round is called Hairy Monsters. I'll be asking the teams to identify a well-known footballer or celebrity with their face removed and only their hair remaining.
Sounds a bit frightening, doesn't it?
Well, it's not really, Ron. OK, Ron, here's your first hairy monster. Who's this?
I think we know.
Dave Ginola.
Well, let's check and see. Well done, David Ginola. OK, Tommy, here's your first hairy monster.
I'm actually the opposite of this, and I've had my hair removed and my face left.
Well, we think it is Ruud Gullit.
Yes, well, let's check. Yes, Ruud Gullit.
That's a hell of a conk.
Unemployed. OK, Ron, here's your second hairy monster. Eyes down.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Big Bird.
Let's check the screen. There you go. Well done. Big Bird from Sesame Street. Tommy's team, here's your second hairy monster.
Stuart Cable. Stereophonics.
Is that your final answer?
No. Tom Jones.
This is it. First round, I've completely lost control of my team.
Well, let's have a look.
Very good.
There you go.
Imagine that bearing down and you're snuffling for truffles.
Well done.
What a sweet boy.
Yes. At the end of that round, Ron's Rovers have 6 and Tommy's Terriers have 6. Now, before we move on, I almost forgot. Ron, what did you have for your tea last night?
Minted lamb chops, mashed potato, peas and gravy, you know. I mean, I know that sort of food has fallen out of favour in some circles, but Mrs. Manager and I swear by it.
Gripping stuff, Ron, as ever. Tommy, what about you?
Well, I wasn't very hungry after my run, so I just had a wee bit of grilled halloumi on some wilted leaves, a bit drizzle of balsamic vinegar and some rock salt just sprinkled on.
Oh, I've no idea what he's talking about. Now, in case anyone's interested, I had beans on toast. Nothing fancy, but it was just what I was in the mood for. Anyway, I'm a single man at the moment. I actually eat out most nights at a local pizzeria. I sit by the window and watch the traffic go by. All the cars and the lights and people's faces, they seem to form a sort of sea. I find it strangely comforting. It all blurs into one. Let's move on. Now, the next round is the film round. We've filmed a couple of top Premiership footballers involved in activities unadjacent to football. See if you can guess who they are. Ron, this one's for you.
No one's ever said on your bike to me, but I've moved 3 times. My injuries threw a spanner in the works. I like to drive forward. I feel I can tackle anything.
Who's that then?
That's David Batty, and I don't think he's passed his test yet.
Well, you're going to tell him that?
David Batty there with both hands firmly clasped round his helmet. Tommy, here's a footballer for you.
Oh, good.
Until recently, I couldn't play for Toffee. Tom Jones, Catatonia, Harry Seacombe, and now me. Wales has a great musical heritage, and I'm about to ruin it. I used to be highly strung, but I've captained my country since then. Now you've heard why I became a footballer.
Well, by Jove, interesting man. Who's that?
I reckon it's Gary Speed.
Well, you may be right. Let's check. Well done.
So, Noel, what do you think of your man's guitar playing there?
What, Gary Speed's?
Aye.
That's all right. Better than mine.
That made a decent fist of one of your songs there, didn't he?
At the end of that round, Ron's Rovers on 8 and Tommy's Terriers on 8 as well.
Noel, I just have to ask you what you had for tea last night since you recently recovered your appetite.
Yes.
Funnily enough, what, last night?
A long time ago in rock, you know.
Beans on toast.
Oh, very good.
But
Well, you're a single man, aren't you?
yeah, you have beans on toast, don't you?
Yes.
Do you ever add sauce to the beans?
Sometimes people do it. I don't. I just stick with a plain bean.
So, how about you, Paul? What did Debbie put on the
it's going
table for
well.
you last night?
And now it's time for a top tip. Each week, the legendary Ron manager, just over there, unearths a gem from his encyclopedic football brain. Les, you've trained with Ron in your time. Was it any use to you?
None at all.
Well, fair enough. OK, Ron, get your tips out.
Right, home improvement. Would you like to help me demonstrate, please? Thank you very much. That's right, if you'd like to stand over there. Thank
Mind
you.
the carpet, woman. That's fine.
You ready? Easy. How many times have you seen this? A player in possession of the ball and an opponent, generally a wily foreigner, trying to get it off him. Whoa! You know, due to the superior technical skills of the foreigner, and I'm sure Les will back me up here, our chap has no option but to hoof it. Hopefully upfield or into row Z. Now, may I suggest, instead of this hopeful punt, something as simple as this. He simply passes the ball to a teammate, like so. Well, there you have it, the pass.
Thank you very much, Ron. And I've just got time to give you the half-time scores from a couple of other quizzes. Over at Have I Got News for You, Paul Merton 7 and Ian Hislop 5. And apparently it's 0-0 at Never Mind the Buzzcocks. See you for the second half.
Wait, actually, wait a minute. Does anyone know what had happened to Emlyn Hughes?
I think he's appearing in the new Planet of the Apes film. Or is he? We'll find out in 1 minute. Welcome back to Jumpers for Goalposts. I'm Clive Graham. It turns out Edmund Hughes is making promotional gifts for businesses.
No, Ronnie, it is. That's what he does.
Oh, right. I love my team. I love them. I love them.
We're kicking off the second half of the show with Tommy's tip.
Right. OK, now you two, pay attention.
Get
you
off.
will learn something from this. Don't worry, they're clean.
Oh.
OK, cleaning the sink. Now, there is absolutely no need for all that scrubbing and elbow grease. Simply put the plug in, fill the sink right to the top because you didn't want a tide mark, and then pop in a detergent tablet. You know, just open it, pop it in, or a wee sprinkle of whatever you wash your clothes in. Don't use washing up liquid or so forth. And then you leave it overnight, get the sink a rinse, and there you are. A pristine sink, good as new.
Well, thank you, Tommy, although I don't know what that has to do with Association of Football.
I think you'll find, Clive, that this will build into a compendium of labour-saving tips to enable you to spend more time on the park.
Oh, the park, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Small boys, you know, jumpers for goalposts. Oh, 3 and in, street parties, you know. Oh, bunting on the lampposts, Winston Churchill, street parties, lemon drizzle cake. Loving it.
Ron, enough.
Sorry. So,
The woman's bloody name is Hermione, Ron.
sorry. Home improvement. Do you and the other cast members of Cold Feet, you know, jump in the bath together after a rollicking 50 minutes of slightly sentimental comedy drama enduring it?
No, we don't.
We're bored with football now, so let's have a bored with football round. There are 3 categories. Listen carefully. Travel, pop and books. 1 question for each guest. The captains, relax. You're on the bench for this round. Let's
guys.
start with Les and Harmony. Harmony, what is your category, please?
Pop, please.
Pop. Wonderful. From which animal does goat's cheese originate?
Goats.
Yes. OK, Les, what's your category?
I'll go for travel.
You go with travel. What colour was Little Red Riding Hood's hood?
It's a
Not to be
difficult one.
confused with Blue Peter's Peter. All right.
I'll go for red.
Yes, red is the correct answer. Well done. Now, Paul.
I'll go for books. I'll
Books.
probably get a travel question.
OK. At which London station was Paddington Bear found?
Well, Paddington?
Yes, well done.
Come on, yourself. Come on.
OK, Noel, last one for you.
Pop.
What is the name of the Tweeny's dog?
Liam.
No, it's not Liam. It's Doodles, I'm afraid. Well done, Lucky.
Come along, come along, what's going on here? What's this nonsense about being bored with football?
Quite right, Ron. Take a look at this.
Littleton, Murphy, and good build-up play again by Gerrard, who finds the net for 2-0.
Well, that was an absolutely fantastic goal. Thank you, Clive.
That's right. At the end of that round, the scores are... Ron's Rovers 10, Tommy's Terriers 1 point behind with 9.
Yes, you see.
The next round gives you a chance to see people's legs as we go down the training ground. Obviously, it's not a real training ground. There's not enough room, what with all the Ferraris. Anyway, we like it. It's a mock-up of a typical urban street, minus the paedophiles, dog exports, junkies and fast-moving vehicles. Each team has to nominate a special champion to take the most physical of challenges. Ron, I believe you've nominated Les.
Absolutely. Les is my gladiator tonight. Come with me, Leslie.
What's afoot, Ron?
I haven't got to climb over that, have I?
Wow.
Look at that. Poor old David's all forlorn. His ponytail has just been shorn. Les, I'm going to stick these on you, blindfold you. Can you see, Les?
No.
Oh, no, what a shame. Disorientate you. Take that, that's David's ponytail. Now I'm going to ask you to pin it on the old England Arsenal man. Off you go.
Oh, huzzah!
Oh, marvellous, look at that.
5 points, Ron. Well done, Les, 5 points.
Oh, wait a minute, Les, can you see? Can you see?
Can I see now?
Hallelujah!
I'll just say that David has got a
gag
hairy
out.
chest.
That's got a hairy Adam's apple, that's
5 points.
Right. Mr Daniels, if you'd like
Well done,
to
Ron.
assume a position here, I'll just put this blindfold on you.
A couple of years ago, you'd have knocked the wig off doing that.
Right now, you know how Debbie felt all those years.
She did.
OK, take down your hand.
All right.
Forward, forward. Oh, come on.
Yeah, look at that.
You beauty. 7 points.
7 points.
Thank you very much. Super. Good line your pipe and smoke it.
That's the difference between being inside and outside the magic circle.
There you go.
Ron's Rovers have slipped to 15, where Tommy's Terriers have leapt to 16 points.
At last! We are Finland!
There's something I want to clear up here, Noel. You're actually from Manchester, I believe, yet you support City instead of United. What the hell's going on there? They're going down, though, aren't they?
That must be a hellish feeling, though, when your team goes down on you. In fact, they've been going down on you quite regularly over the past few seasons.
You leave no one alone, Tommy. People in glass houses and all that. In fact, we've trawled through the archives of your dismal off-field career, and we've come up with this bizarre offering. Take a look at this, people.
Like a clock whose hands are spinning, as the minutes of its feast. And the world is like an apple, growing silently in space. Like the circles that you find, the windmills of your mind.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, crikey, that was a toe curler, Tommy, wasn't it? Was it a big hit north of the border?
More like north of the Arctic Circle.
Is that what you'd sound like, Noel, if we unplugged you? Pardon? Nothing.
Right, pull your sleeves up, everyone. It's the last round of the game. Hands on buzzard, please.
Right. Oh!
Right, eyes down. Why did Sheffield United players refuse to wear their new away kit this season? They didn't like the colour, or it made them look like a bunch of homosexuals?
Made them look like a bunch of homosexuals.
Quite right. Who said Faye must not change Bex a bit? He's always been a flash cockney. Posh Spice or Ryan Giggs? Yes?
Alex Ferguson.
No.
Giggsy!
That's right.
Giggsy Wigsy! Drop of the shoulder. Oh, he's gone past you. Where is he? I don't know. Ball's in the back of the net. You know, Giggsy Wigsy.
Which rival manager compared Manchester City to a stock cube? Sir Alex Ferguson, Tommy Docherty or Matt Busby? Wrong.
Docherty.
Yes, Tommy Docherty. There are 3 types of OXO cubes. Light brown for chicken stock, dark brown for beef stock, and light blue for laughing stock.
My bell's nicer than your buzzer, you know.
That's enough. Come on, pack it up. We're not children.
Come on, let's have a go. Come on, look out.
Who caused Barnsley's Dan Bernard to tear his knee ligament so badly he was out of the game for 6 months? An opposing forward, a dog, or an irate fan?
It's dog.
A dog, quite right. He slipped in a
Leslie's a
puddle.
killer. I mean, I don't mean an actual killer murderer or anything like that.
Yes, it was a dog, you're quite right. He slipped in a puddle left by his puppy. Who claimed to have stopped Ian Wright scoring against Italy in 1987 in order to avoid inciting crowd trouble? Arsene Wenger, Eileen Drury or the Pope?
Yes, I know.
Don't learn about me, I'm only the manager.
The Pope.
Actually, it was Eileen Drury, I'm afraid.
Took me back, you know, that little gesture you did there. I've loved you for that ever since I know you and your brother. It's just great, isn't it? Come on, try it. Oh. Join in. Come on, let's do it to their team.
What is John Hartson scared of? Heights, the dark or Vinnie Jones? Yes.
The dark.
Yes. Oh! It's the end!
Of your career!
We've all had some great fun. I'm going to tell you the final scores. In second place, Ron, with 18. And in first place, the first winners of a brand new show that's going to run for years. Tommy's Terriers, 19 points. So there we have it. The winner is Tommy. Congratulations to all of our guests, Hermione, Les, Paul and Noel. Right. No one goes home on this show hungry, so we're all going to celebrate with a slice of pizza.
Oh, marvellous.
Right, we'll be back next week with Jude Law, Judy Zook, Judy the Obscure and Judith Chalmers. Wish you were here. We will be.
Marvellous. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Well, look who's on Jumpers for Goalposts same time next Monday. Lee Chapman, Leslie Ash Suggs and Matthew Letitia. Marvellous. Next, though, blindophobia and voice non-recognition are just a couple of the symptoms of the Deal syndrome.
We don't want to, but there it is.